Hello, this is Pilot Copage and welcome back to another episode of the Curious Expedition with mods. At the moment, my voice broke a little there, at the moment we are playing with a Mr. Scrooge McDuck, his murderous last nephew alive, who decided to off one of his own, and our best Trek member, which was the Parsi trader. So we've lost any advantage we have to trading with people, and more importantly, we have lost any way of holding a lot of stuff at once. We've managed to scrape our way through a portal and grab a lot of gold, and we've also managed to take down 2 birds and end up at this village. And here, dear viewer, is where we are going to hopefully turn our luck around. If not, we're going to die really interestingly. And without further ado, let us crack on. So, what we're going to do, I think we best trade first, get our standing up a little, and then try recruiting, and then we can look at resting. Resting shouldn't take a hit because we have the, let me get this right, we have the polyglot perk. Stop it now. Stop it now. Stop it now. So basically it means that we can stop in here free of charge, which is tippity top. But I still would like them to be on our side a little bit more with the standing, only up a couple of points if we can, so recruiting is a lot easier, or we get a bigger pool of people to choose from for recruiting. So what you got? Oh, mama sticky ribs. Also we have torches. I was really hoping for more food than that. Right, so we can't get rid of the meat. We're going to need that. We don't need the raw meat. We don't really need the feathers. Standing of 11. Oh, they like the feathers. Get rid of the map. Let's put up what we want. So we want sticky ribs. I mean, we've got nothing here which stacks. That's the only problem. If I pull that out, put that back in. That's all right, gives me a full stack, tippity top. So we are going to have to realistically get rid of a bit. You know what? Let's give them a... I don't like the water. Let's give them a tooth. Just get our standing up a little. I'm quite happy with the ribs for the time being. So that's 2 standing up, which is tippity top. And let's see if we can recruit now. I talked to the villagers to see if some locals were inclined to join the trek. Soon enough, I found a group of would-be new trek members and needed to decide who to recruit. So we have Riksu, the animal handler, no good to us. We have Nihad Mikhail, the Bedouin, who isn't really that useful. I mean, 1 capacity, superstitious, loyalty is not the best, health is rubbish. Superstitious, animal capacity, good reputation. The reputation is not a bad shout. Or we could go for Donkey. Where's Donkey? There's Donkey. Who can hold 3, which I suppose would help. We just have to avoid any combat until we get to the next village. Let's take Donkey. We obtained an animal from the natives. We dubbed him Mr. Fry. Our time with the natives was a delight. They remained friendly and offered us more help. So how much are we overburdened now? Still quite a bit. So with that being said, we are looking at getting rid of the pumpkin lantern, the sextant. It's 1, 2. We still need 2 more. We could eat the ribs, I suppose. Well, no, we don't want to really eat anything straight away, do we? And there's nothing to stack, is there? I mean, we can have the tooth back, I suppose. Standing of 4. Alright, I'll take it. I'm not best pleased, but hey ho. Let's rest. I told the team to unpack our things and prepare for the night. A bright-eyed young man approached me. He was inclined to know whether it was true that European men have multiple wives. Oh no. Oh no. I told him that our religion frowned on polygamy. He nodded, but it was unclear if this answer satisfied him. Much like one woman, I guess. I got a splendid night's rest. The next morning I woke to face a crowd of natives. It seems my snoring amused them. We felt more than welcome and the villagers were seemingly excited about our presence. Awesome. Let's rest again. We unpacked our belongings and prepared to spend the night with the natives at their campfire. The villagers shared their food with us, and we spent an enjoyable evening with them. The night was quiet and peaceful. The following morning, I woke to the laughter of the natives. And again. We unpacked our belongings, blah, 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 blah. As we sat by the campfire, Screwy became very nervous and accused the villagers of conspiring against us. Thanks to our help, he managed to calm down eventually, but we certainly made a negative impression on the villagers. Well, you know, I don't think it's going to get much better than that, in all fairness. Let's skedaddle. Screwy stayed behind for a while as he had more business to attend to with the villagers. However, he caught up with the trek not long after we had left. Oh, okay, that's not too bad, I suppose. We are done up here. We are heading down south. Let's have a quick run over here, because we can always come back and rest at the village again. What you got? What are you? Oh, a trader. Now that is interesting. A wandering tradesman had pitched up camp here. The colourfully dressed trader had a lot of valuable goods on offer. All of them had undoubtedly been used before, probably during other unsuccessful expeditions. He seemed to be in a splendid mood and presented rare wares that he had hidden under a blanket. Of course, we've been dying a lot. He's going to be happy. We've got Tome of Springs Creation, Tome of Portal Traversal. Okay. Lots of treasure maps, not interested in. So that's about it, other than the dinosaur skull. It will reveal a prehistoric region on the world map when brought back home. Although we go to a prehistoric region anyway, don't we, next time around? I am interested in the Springs Creation, though. I think that could be useful. What would you want for that, good sir? I'm thinking... because I'm going to eat the meats and the ribs. That's going to be good for sanity, so we're going to keep hold of that. So let us trade. What takes up a space? Actually, it doesn't matter. We'll just be full, won't we? Yeah. Oh, no, I do actually have to trade something. I can't just get away. No, that's fine. That's fine. Right, so. Oh, he likes that. Well, I mean... We just need stuff which doesn't weigh a lot. There's no point grabbing the treasure maps because we've got no shovels. We could fill up on a little bit of water. I mean, the temple pendulum or the shrine pendulum, they don't consume anything. Treasure pendulum. As I said, they don't really cost anything. That's fine for me. Value of 10. Give him a 2. That'll keep him happy. There we go. The trader seemed anxious regarding our possible return to continue our mutually beneficial relationship. All right, so we need to go. We're going to eat the ribs. 50 sanity. Wow. Oh, and the animal meat's all right as well. So we just need to be a little bit careful on how we're going to get around. So, really? All right. Well, one slot overburdened. I mean, that's annoying. I suppose we could do this if we have to. 20. It's moving in the right direction, I guess. Eat. Done. Right, so we need to get up to there. Sharpish. I'm hoping that's a waterfall, if we're very lucky. Luck hasn't been on our side at all with Scrooge McDuck, to be honest with you. It's a cave. It's a cave. That's fine. We can deal with a cave. We located a cave. The entrance seemed to lead deep into the mountain. We needed a torch to move inside. Oh, bugger. Yeah, I forgot we dropped our lantern, didn't we? Well, we've still got enough blue dice, I like to think. Let's find out. Oh, way over. Way over. This expedition would not be dejected by our lack of torches. Our march into the darkness began. I was surprised that we forged through without any serious injuries. Eventually, our eyesight adjusted to the darkness. We were surprised to see that this was just the beginning of an underground tunnel. Well, let's go have a look-see. Where are we going? Where are we ending up? Let me know. Our adventure endured and evaded a slew of potential cavernous calamities. The hint of sunlight in the distance gave us hope. Where's that then? Oh. Well, that was quite a jump. Hmm. Hmm. I don't know if it's a good jump or not. I guess we'll find out soon enough. 60 to get to there. We could eat our strawberry. We could eat our strawberry. That didn't really help. 20, 40, 60. Let's risk it for a biscuit. Oh, somewhere we can rest. We arrived at a rock overhang. It would serve as a basic shelter against other elements. Why are you freaking out? Yeah. We settled down and allowed everyone to rest. Exhaustion was our nemesis. It was difficult to ignite the fire. Depressingly so. Dewey seemed sluggish. Slow. It took time to finally get going. What am I paying these people for? Only later I noticed that he had bandaged sore spots on his body. Physician highly recommended. Oh, bugger. Well, at least we know this side of the map is now quiet. We prepared for departure. Thankfully, our time here had not been upset by massive stone over our heads falling on us. That's always a good sign. Always a good sign. I instructed the trek to halt to recuperate. The air was fresh and cool as we prepared the campfire. I awoke screaming from a nightmare. I dreamt that William Henry Ed had returned, but his body was engulfed in green flame, and he tortured me for the reason why I had led him into insanity. I found a convenient camping pitch. What are you on about? What are you on about? He just left. He took our stuff and left. I'm the one who's angry. Green flame? Good. Good. I hope it's more painful than red flame. The cheek. We prepared for departure. Thankfully, our time here had not been upset by the massive stone hanging over our heads. Awesome. So, I mean, we're bang on as far as that's concerned. We could... Oh, hang on, this guy's ill, isn't he? He could be ill. Let's promote for Scurvy. Keep him happy. Dewey's about to leave. You know what? That's fine. That's fine. 57 to 29. Let's do it. There might be a scroll of some sort in the tomb if we're very lucky. Failing that, I'll have to use the springs, I think. In fact, we could just travel back, couldn't we? We can just afford to do that. The tip of a pyramid had been almost completely enveloped by the sand. It must have been some kind of grave built by a long-forgotten civilization. A small opening led into the darkness. Let's have a look-see. We stumbled into the pyramid. It seemed to be rather old and had remained untouched for a long time. In the centre of the room lay a stone sarcophagus. The smell of rot and decay filled the air as we lifted the cover from the sarcophagus. Inside we discovered a perfectly preserved mummy. All of a sudden it started to groan and limp towards us. Otto! Right, so we got 20 health. 3 dice. We'll see how we get on. So we can take one of the dice off him. Let's play this. So we've got 4 first aid kits. Let's play this relatively safely. 15. I need that to be a running man. So let's throw in one of those to get the bleeding on the go. And, well, I didn't think that through, did I? I didn't think that through. Bugger. Right, so we've scuppered that. Okay. Well, let's just go balls to the wall then, I guess. Stable position? No. No, 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 no. We'll go for a hard cutting riposte. Just get a little bit of shielding up. And again. Okay. Can I throw 2 down? No, because I'm not allowed anymore. That's fine. So that's strong bleeding of 3. That leaves him with 2. As long as we survive this, we'll be okay. Big hit. Big hit. Can we kick him in the nuts? We'll just headbutt him to death. Boom. We deprive the remains of anything useful. Just the one. Just the one. Excuse me a second. Coughing. Right, so, I mean, we're going to take the mummy. That's for sure. Only the one person is injured, but they are bleeding. We're going to need the medicals. I think we'd better leave the bullets. I think that's a fair swap. Right, 37... 71 is going to half what we got. You know what? It's probably worth us going back. And then we'll travel up to the question mark. Oh, why do you hate me? Oh dear. In the wilderness, it was nearly impossible to prevent an injury from becoming infected. Dewey's wound had begun to fester and secrete an astonishing degree of pus. Oh dear. And that reminded me I hadn't healed the other guy. So let's have a healing sesh. Cool. We arrived at a rock overhang. It would serve as a basic shelter. We settled down to catch our breath. This was a good place, and I was sure we would get some well-deserved rest here. I awoke soaked in sweat from a nightmare. I dreamt that Louis had returned, but his flesh had peeled away, and he demanded to know why I'd led him into hell. I decided that it was enough for tonight. I was like, I'm done. I'm done. Seeing my dead nephew is just enough for me for one day. I'm spent. We might have to take on the raptor as well. Not good. We prepared for departure. The imposing rock overhang had been a great shield against the elements. Cool. Oh dear. As we left, we noticed that our campfire had set alight some nearby bushes. Before we knew what had precipitated it, the fire began to spread out of control. I believed Dewey to be the culprit and commanded him to be more cautious next time. That's fine. The fire isn't going to catch too much. 69, 79... I mean, it doesn't really matter which way we go around, I suppose. 70. We'll see how we get on. There's a raptor. This could be bad. We've got a camp. Let's get the camp first. We entered an old campsite. There were debris of what seemed to be a failed expedition that must have been here for a long time. The rotten remains of what must have been a Swedish explorer, Hergen Glurgen. The bones were arranged as if to tell me something. Don't die here. It's not good for your health. My instinct said we would find something of value here. We formed small teams and scoured the place. We were delighted to see that one of the corpses was still clinging to valuable equipment. Please be food. Hey! I'll take it all. I shall take it all. We are overburdened, but. Do we eat? Yeah, see the mangoes now. Why not? And the strawberry. That's how we roll. And then we shall attack the raptor. 'Cause if not, the raptor will attack us. Oh, it's only one. I don't know what I was worried about. All right, so let's get you out there. And we want just a sensible explosion, please. We'll hold on to you. And we'll hold on to... No, we won't hold on to you. We need the runny people. Or do we? 8. If we throw that down, that's strong... Oopsie. That's strong bleeding. To 4. So we only actually need to do 1 damage. That's not very good. It's a good shield. Roll again. That'll do. That'll do. Right, so more teeth. Awesome. Raptor pelt. What's that worth? 30. Ooh, I mean... Yeah, it's not really worth it, is it? That'll do. And we need to get to there, 49. Let's go have a look-see. Please be something useful. That's all I'm asking. A village would be great. Who's upset? Without access to medical equipment, it was nearly impossible to prevent an injury from becoming infected. Dewey's wound was beginning to look particularly nauseating. I'm pretty sure we just healed you up. There we go. So, I need to find a way home. We've got lots of gold. We're suffering a little. I mean, we could get up on the hill. We haven't missed too much. In all fairness, it's going to be around. It's got to be here somewhere. We're close. We're close. I'm going to use my Springs creation. That's fine. 36. We can just about get there. You know what? We'll do it now because we'll get a good lay of the land as well. He says. Not too much, but hey-ho. Right, so let's explore the springs. We reached a place of outstanding natural splendour. The water tasted salty, very likely from geothermal groundwater. We decided it would be a good idea to stay here and allowed everyone to rest. There was a tense mood as we rested by the fireplace. Some time ago, I conversed with Screwy about the marvel of home and its abundance of advantages. I'm unsure if it was a good idea, since he seems to have become obsessed with the topic. I decided it was enough for today. I'm just giving up now. I've lost all hope, obviously. Everyone enjoyed the sojourn. The water sparkled in the sunlight as we prepared to leave. Bathing in the hot springs had astoundingly healed our wounds. Tippity-top. Oh, we settled down to recuperate. The team eagerly gathered wood for a fire. This night we witnessed an occurrence of unspeakable horror. With a frightful moan and crash, one of our mummified samples smashed out of its crate. It twitched and shambled towards us with a sinister menace. I'm pretty sure we've killed you already. Let's see how we get on. Have we lost stuff? Why are there gaps in our stuff? Right, so let's throw dynamite out here. Not holding on to it for any reason. Right, so we need strong bleeding. That's down to 312. We're not going to kill him this time around. We can hold on to you. Do I want you? You know what? I'm feeling my luck on this one. We'll just roll. Double attack. Cut in riposte. Or precise attack. And then we'll just do the defense by itself. So it's 7, so he's down to 4. Come on. Come on! Son of a bitch. Well, at least he was only concentrating on me, I suppose. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. We have strong bleeding of 2. And those are all terrible. I'll hold on to you, because that'll be enough to finish him off. Come on! Boom. Get back in your crate. We deprive the dead of anything useful. There we go. I settled down for the night. But that's fine, because we should be healed. Days went by pleasantly. The water sparkled in the sunlight as we prepared to leave. Cool. Right, so we could go to the elephant graveyard. I suppose we could swap it out for the bird feathers if there's a lot. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. This bleak and ancient place was located in the midst of a swamp, scattered with the remains of long-dead elephants. For some unfathomable reason, hundreds of the impressive animals had come here to die. I spotted animal tracks. I had to keep moving or I'll end as someone's dinner. I was certain there were riches to be found here. We spread out and searched the area. Just the one. Right, what's it worth? 60 funds compared to 20 funds times 3. Value of 30. Value of 30. You know what? Let's get rid of the machetes. That's fine by me. As we left, we became aware that our presence had attracted ferocious wildlife. Oh, it's a gorilla. It's a gorilla. You know what? I'm quite happy going straight. Leg it, leg it, leg it, leg it. Onto the shrine. It's only 20. I've got a feeling the pyramid is going to be close. Maybe. Where the hell's the pyramid? It's a sneaky one. It's a sneaky one. We arrived at a majestic structure, seemingly a holy shrine to the inhabitants of the region. Its stone walls were covered with ornate engravings. Low-hanging vines partially concealed the entrance that led within. The structure was slightly tilted and subsiding, although the ground seemed stable enough to attempt entry. Do I want to do this? I've got a really bad feeling about this one. We carefully entered a well-preserved ceremonial chamber. It was a truly awe-inspiring sight. An altar illuminated with breathtaking ambiance stood atop a plinth. And nothing stacks. Great. Let's get rid... I mean, value 40, funds 40, fame 50. I'll take that and I'll leave you that. I think that's my best bet. That's fame 70. They're fame 50, but they stack. I'm just very much aware that funds 60 overall. That pile's worth more than the golden necklace. The feathers are worth more. We may need the moonstones. I don't think we need the moonstones. Value fame 20, funds 60. I mean, it's depends what we want to be concentrating on, I guess. We hardly got anything for funds. That's my only problem. You know what? That's fine. What a glorious day. The treasure was ours for the taking. We grabbed what we could and dashed outside as the ground around us started to collapse behind us. An ever-expanding chasm was forming, and we would need to move as fast as our legs could take us. Oh dear. Right, so first things first, we need to get up on here. Oh dear. We bickered over tea, trivial, but it was enough to ultimately break any sense of civility between Dewey and me. I was in the process chastising him when he suddenly poked my right eye. I could sense that for a moment he considered another savage strike, but instead he ran off into the night. I was glad for Kofi was by my side to prevent any more of this unpleasantness. Oh dear. So, here's the thing. This here is going to be the pyramid. Guaranteed. I need to eat that. Thing is, I need to drop some stuff. What am I willing to drop? I mean, we could play it cool and hope that whatever this is going to help us get some sanity back, because we are overburdened. I think the time has come to drop the bird feathers, though. That's the first thing to go. And the next thing... Ooh, I don't want to get rid of the dynamite. Or the moonstones. Dynamite. Dynamite's going to have to go, I'm afraid. Right, here we go. We need to outrun the chasm. It's a village. Thank God. Oh, it's still expanding, though. That's not a good sign. So we might lose the raptor, though, if we hang out here a second. We carefully approached a mysterious native village. The natives seemed to be fearless and intimidating warriors. As we arrived, the village was buzzing with activity. No one really paid attention to us. We were able to walk amidst their number freely, as though there was nothing unusual about our arrival. The villagers observed us with intrigue. They were polite and offered us what they could. I quickly understood the language of the natives and soon was able to communicate. Are they alright with us? They're okay with us. Does anyone want to join us? I talked to the villagers to find out if any adventurous spirits were enterprising enough. No. Okay. Right, well, we better trade then. So, I think that stacks. That's all I would want. How many teeth do you want? Standing at 2? I think that's good enough. Let's try and recruit again. Here we go. Right, so, ooh. The water buffalo, he holds quite a bit. But we need the dice. We need the dice. I'm thinking Native warrior. I'm thinking the animal handler now because we've got the donkey. It puts our animal capacity by 1, which is the same as having the water buffalo anyway. Let's do it. Pinaxet, the animal handler, joined our trek. Our time with the natives was a delight. They remained friendly and offered us more help. First things first. I'm going to take your jewels. I want your jewels. Do I want anything else? Not really. I am willing to give you a temple pendulum. Oh. Oh, okay. In which case, I will take... Because we've got no blue dice now, virtually, have we? So, we probably could do some torches. How much is the mushroom worth? That's probably better. I reached a deal with the villagers. Alright, I'm just going to go to the other side of the village. Because this is still expanding. It's still going. Or has it stopped? It stopped. Splendid. Right, so how much to get to there? 20% chance of going insane. Promote. To promote. Awesome. Right, so we're not going to finish first. So let's rest once. I told the team to unpack our things and prepare for the night. Tonight, Scurvy had a nervous breakdown and started accusing the villagers of seeking to betray us. Thanks to our help, he managed to calm down eventually, but we certainly made a negative impression on the villagers. That's fine, we're only stopping the one night. I got a splendid night's rest. The following morning was bright and sunny. A perfect day for new adventures. Our extended presence was perceived well by the natives. They remained courteous and gestured for us to find comfort in their settlement. Oh, we packed up the trek and headed out as new adventures awaited us. And that, I mean, we've only got the 2 places left. Oh, we got the tomb. No, it's not worth it. Let's go. I don't want to call it quits. Let's leg it. Run away! Again, we're finding sanity. I don't know where we find sanity from. And again. No idea. But hey ho. There was the golden pyramid enthroned above the landscape. We had overcome these lands. However, a gate blocked the entrance. Small openings suggested that we required 2 artifacts for the gate to open. Don't worry, we have them. After such an endeavour, euphoria overcame me. I knew that the name Scrooge McDuck would be written after long... We'll start again. I knew that the name Scrooge McDuck would be written about long after I departed this life. All my stories about advances of the civilised world had an effect on Pixanet, and she agreed to come back with me. I'm saying it wrong, aren't I? Pinazette? Is that right? Pinazette? This is history! Anyway. Wow, that was a pretty crappy expedition all in all. We managed to pull it back, but... we finished second. That's pretty cool. Hey ho, we got a bit of gold. For Queen and Country! I mean, I am the only original Trek member now. All my nephews are dead. But let's not hold that against anyone. We have the Black Market. Access more gear when equipping your trek before heading out into the unknown. We have Waterproof. Reduced movement costs in shallow rivers. And we have Desert Explorer. Reduced movement costs in deserts. I mean, shallow rivers. It's not marshes though, is it? Or is it? I don't think so. Black Market. We could do the tent next time around. That would help a lot. Oh dear. Let's do Black Market. Huzzah! Alright, let's see how it came. So he didn't have a lot of gold on him. As long as they're all hovering around us before ours goes up, that's fine. So we are only 200 away. But we will be taking a hit of 50 fame on the next one for not completing the side quest. So with that being said, let's gift the mummy. I'm going to keep the teeth. It's the only currency we have left. We are going to sell those 2. How far ahead do you want to go? That's the question, compared to how much do we want to keep for monies. Let's fame that. Sell that. Sell that. Fame that. Sell that. Fame that. How much are they worth? 50, 40, 70, 40. And we are 100 ahead. We've got 231. So let's gift that, sell that. Boom. Sell items worth wearing. Nowhere near that. And there we go. We are on to Expedition 6 of 6 with Mr. Scrooge McDuck. And it looks like next time around we are going to the Dead End Prehistoric Lands, which doesn't really have a lot. That's a bit uninspiring, but hey ho. So thank you for watching. As always, a like is appreciated. And I'll catch you on the next one. Take it easy.